Hello dear students, welcome back to physics online session. In couple of days we are in the discussion of moving charges and magnetism. In case of that moving charges and magnetism, already we come to know about that whenever the charge particle starts moving from that one point to another point, magnetic field is also get produced. So that experiment is given by that Oersted. So all such aspect already we discuss, and already we come to know that radius of that circular path, time period of that circular path, and frequency of that charge particle when it is moving in perpendicular to the magnetic field. And we already come to know about that cyclotron, velocity selector, and Lorentz force. So in today's session, let me discuss some numericals related to magnetic force and radius of the circular path, and time period of the charge particle completes one revolution, and frequency of the charge particle, and what's that kinetic energy of that charge particle or accelerated charge particle. On such aspect, today we will be solving some numericals. Let me solve some numericals related to moving charges and magnetism here. Okay, so just let me read the question here. A proton enters a magnetic field of flux density 1.5 Tesla. What's the SI unit of magnetic field here? Magnetic field SI unit is Tesla we can consider, or magnetic flux density is also give that same meaning of magnetic field. It is represented by the symbol B here. Its value is 1.5 Tesla. What's the value of magnetic field here? 1.5 Tesla. It is moving with a velocity of 20 into 10 to the power of 7 meter per second. What is the velocity here? 20 into 10 to the power of 7 meter per second, velocity of that charge particle at an angle of 30 degree with the magnetic field. That charge particle makes an angle 30 degree with the magnetic field. So theta value is 30 degree here, right? The force on the proton is, which thing I need to find out here? Force on the proton, and charge on the proton is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Which formula I need to use here? So what the equation for magnetic force here? Magnetic force I can consider QVB sin theta. Did you remember that formula? What is the formula for that? Force act on the charge particle when it moves in a uniform magnetic field, that is QVB sin theta. What's the value of Q here? So Q means that is nothing but charge on the proton, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19, or 16 into 10 to the power of minus 20. And next one is velocity. Velocity is 20 into 10 to the power of 7, or 2 into 10 to the power of 6 I can consider. Okay, then I can consider here B value. What's the value of magnetic field strength here? 1.5, or 15 into 10 to the power of minus 1. What's the value here? 15 into 10 to the power of minus 1 here. Sorry, this is 10 to the power of 8. Okay, then sin theta. So sin 30 means that is 1 by 2. What's the value of sin 30? Sin 30 means 1 by 2. So this term will get cancelled out. Magnetic force value 16 into 15. What's that value here? 16 into 15. So that is 240. Make that calculation. That is 240 into 10 to the power of minus 20 plus 8. So that is minus 12 here. Minus 1, minus 13 Newton. What's the answer here? 240 into 10 to the power of minus 13 Newton. But that answer they given in form of 2.4. Or I can consider here 2.4. 2 digit I am shifting here, 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton. So this is the magnetic force act on the proton. So next one. Two particles A and B of mass m of A and m of B respectively. I am having two particles. These two particles having the mass m of A and m of B respectively, and having the same charge are moving in plane. These two charge particles having that same charge, and these two charge particles is moving in a plane. A uniform magnetic field is exist perpendicular to the plane. So what's the direction of the magnetic field here? Magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane. The speed of particles are v of A and v of B. So two particles are there. These two particles having the mass m of A and m of B, and these two particles, charge particles, are perpendicular to the magnetic field, and these two charge particles moving with the velocity of v of A and v of B respectively, and trajectory are as shown in the figure. Then they've given trajectory of those charge particle. This is uniform magnetic field. In this uniform magnetic field, I will take two bodies. These two bodies having the mass m of A and m of B, and these two bodies having that velocity v of A and v of B. Okay, this is the trajectory of those charge particle. Then they mention in that option m of A and v of A is less than that of m of B and v of B. So question will be get display. I want to find out that which mass and velocity. So mass and velocity means that is about momentum. Which particle having that greater momentum? Either particle A or either particle B. So in order to get that answer, I am having generalized formula for radius of the circular path here. So R is equal to m into V divided by Q into B. It means that radius of the circular path of the charge particle is directly proportional to mass and velocity here. Look at here. Compared to these two body, which body having that greater radius here? R of A is greater than that of R of B here. R of A is greater than that of R of B. So from the diagram, radius of the particle A is greater than that of particle B. So R of A is greater than R of B means, R of A means what? M of A into V of B, it is greater than that of M of B into V of B. So this is the answer. Okay. Now we'll look at that next question. So just you recall the formula first, then you can able to solve the numericals on moving charges and magnetism. Again I am saying this is the most interesting chapter in track 1. If you understand first 4 chapters, remaining chapters are very much easy to understand. So those topics are very less marks weightage topics, from electric charge and field, potential and capacitance, current, electricity, and moving charges and magnetism. So from these set of 4 topics you will get that maximum marks, and these 4 chapters are somehow complicated compared to that of upcoming topics. Okay. Third question. An electron moving with a speed of 2 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second along the positive x direction. Okay. So they mention that speed of the electron 2 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second along that positive x direction in the presence of magnetic induction, magnetic flux density or magnetic field. Both will give the same meaning. They mention that magnetic field in terms of vector form, B is equal to I cap plus of 4j cap minus of 3k cap Tesla, right? Then the magnitude of force experienced by the electron in Newton is, which thing I need to find out here? Magnitude of force experienced by the electron. So charge on the electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Look at here. Here we are having that generalized formula Q into V cross of B cross. These two are vector form. First I can find out that V cross of B cross here. Here they mention velocities along x-axis means 2 into 10 to the power of 5 I cap I can consider. Look at here. Here that velocity is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 I cap. Here magnetic field is given in vector form. Just I will solve this one by matrix method. I, J and K. Velocity is present only along x-axis, so that is 2 into 10 to the power of 5. J and K component velocity is 0. Now look at here. 1, 4, minus 3. Hope you know about these determinants. V cross of B, so that is equal to, first I term I need to find out. Look at here. I into, so this column and this row I have to leave. So 0 into minus 3, 0 into 4, it will give 0 only. Minus of j cap, this column and this row I have to skip, this column and this row. If I do like so, here 2 into 3, so minus 6 into 10 to the power of 5, okay, minus of, next 1 into 0, so this is 0, plus of k cap, okay. In k cap, this column and this row I have to skip. Here 8 into 10 to the power of 5 minus of 0. Let me simplify this one. V cross of B, right? So that is equal to, first one is 0 only, 0 into minus of, look at here, this term is 0, minus into minus, plus here j cap, here 6 into 10 to the power of 5, 6 into 10 to the power of 5 j cap, and here plus of 8 into 10 to the power of 5 k cap. So 10 to the power of 5 I will take out here, 6 j cap plus of 8 k cap. I got that V cross of B. So just I am making lengthy simplification for your better understanding. F of m is equal to q. What is the magnitude of the charge? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. V cross of B. What's our answer? 10 to the power of 5 into 6 j cap plus of 8 k cap here, right? Magnetic force I need to find out. 10 to the power of minus 19 plus 5, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 14. Here I want to take that magnitude of these two vector. From first PU I will go. Here 6 square plus of 8 square. Okay, did you remember that in vector form? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 14. Here 36 plus of 64, square root of 100, that is 10 here. 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 14 into 10, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 13 Newton. So this is the magnetic force. Look at here, I know that vector form here, vector form of Lorentz force we can consider. What is the formula? Magnetic force F is equal to Q into V cross, sorry, this is not a Lorentz force, sorry, F of magnetic force, F is equal to Q into V cross of B here. So they mention that magnetic field in vector form, V cross of B. So we'll look at next one. Two ions having masses in the ratio. So two particles or two ions we are having. So those having that a mass in terms of ratio 1:2, charges 1:2, are projected in a uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the field with a speed in the ratio. They given mass in terms of ratio, charge in terms of ratio, and speed in terms of ratio. Ratio of the radii of the circular path. Which thing I need to find out here? Ratio of the radii of the circular path. First let me write that given thing. So mass in terms of ratio 1:2, and charge in terms of ratio, that is also 1:2, and velocity in terms of ratio here. What's the value of velocity? 2:3. I know that formula, R is equal to m into V divided by Q into B. R1 by R2, R is equal to m into V divided by Q into B. Magnetic field is same. Shall I take this one as m1 by m2, directly proportional to velocity, v1 by v2, inversely proportional to charge, q2 by q1 here, m1 by m2 1:2, v1 by v2 2:3, and q2 by q1 2:1. So what is our answer? 2/3. So R1 by R2 is equal to a proton, a deuteron, and alpha particle whose kinetic energies are same. Here they mention that proton, deuteron, and alpha particle, these particles having that same kinetic energy enter right angles to the magnetic field. Right angles means perpendicular to the magnetic field. Then ratio of the radii of the circular path. Which thing I need to find out here? Ratio of the radii of the circular path. First I will take mass of the proton as m here, mass of the deuteron is 2 times of m here, and mass of the alpha particle is nothing but helium here, so that is 4m. I can take it here. Now they mention that kinetic energy of that charged particle, means kinetic energy of these proton, deuteron and alpha particles are same. They mention kinetic energy is same, means in case of cyclotron we derive that expression for maximum kinetic energy of the charged particle, that is q square b square r square divided by 2m. I want to take out that r value here, so 2 times of m into kinetic energy divided by q square into b square. Now r is equal to under root 2 times of m into kinetic energy divided by q into b. So this is the relation between radius and kinetic energy of the charged particle. Now r of p is to r of d and r of alpha. I want to take that ratio here. Now look at here, square root of 2 times of m into p k into e divided by e into b. Here square root of m into d k into e, here e into b. Okay, charge is e in both in both proton and deuteron. So charge is e, one charge particle e, and here also e. And whereas in case of alpha particle, 2 times of m of alpha into kinetic energy. In case of helium, alpha particle is nothing but helium, mass number is 4, atomic number is 2. I can take 2 times of e into b. Now I will simplify this equation. R of p is to r of d is to r of alpha. In this equation, square root of 2m into ke, this term and e term will get cancelled out. If it cancel out, then square root of m of p is to 1, square root of m of d is to 1, square root of m of alpha is to 2 here. Right, hope you get this thing. Square root of m of p is nothing but m, that is 1 I can consider. Square root of mass of deuteron is 2m I can consider. So or you can take that, you can take directly m here, 1 I can take, so 2 into 2, so 4 I can take, and here also, this is 2 only, square root of 2, here that 4, square root of 4 by 2. Square root of 1 means 1 I can take, 1 is to root 2, square root of 4 means that is 2, so again you will get it as 1 here. R of p is to r of d is to r of alpha. What is our answer? 1 is to root 2 is to 1 we can consider here. So this is the ratio of that radii of the circular path in case of proton, deuteron and alpha particle.